Okay, hi everyone. This is just a little review on section 1.2, right? If you don't remember what section 1.2 is, it's measuring and constructing segments, where we talked about segment addition postulate, SAP, right? And it means one part of the line right here, AB, plus the other part of the line, BC, right, gets you the entire line, AC, okay? And then the other vocab, we did a couple example problems here, and then the other vocab word was midpoint. When we have this line, and there's a point right in the middle of it, it cuts the line in half, right? And so this part of the line is equal, congruent to that part of the line. And then there's another way to solve that. So I just wanted to make this video to go over some of the practice problems, just in case you didn't understand it in class. Maybe you missed a couple days, right? These videos are here to help you review, okay? So let's go through this first one. Find the length indicated, and we're trying to solve for DC. Let's find DC, okay? So we're going to use SAP here. We're going to use segment addition postulate, SAP. So that means, right, this part of the line, ED, plus that part of the line, DC, is equal to the entire line, which is EC, okay, from start to finish, E and C. We know based on the picture, right, ED is x plus 11, DC is x plus 18, and then EC is 13 down here, okay, that's the length of the entire line. So everyone should know how to set this up, right, and then from here it's just algebra. Again, I like to combine like terms on this left side. We got a couple of like terms here. We have x and x. X plus x is 2x. And then you also have 11 and 18. 11 plus 18 is 29. Okay. Bring everything else down. And now we're just trying to isolate the x. We need to get x by itself. So we're trying to get rid of this 29. It's plus 29 at the moment. So we're going to subtract 29 on both sides. 2x comes down. You're going to get a negative number here. 29 is much bigger than 13. So 13 minus 29 is negative 16. Alright? And now we have 2 times x. Right? 2 times x. So if we want to get rid of the 2, divide by 2. You get x equals negative 8. A lot of us are going to forget what the question was asking for, right? So don't forget it. It says DC, find DC. We know, what the heck? We know DC is equal to x, x plus 18. We know x is negative 8, so we're going to plug that in. Negative 8 plus 18, that should be 10. Okay, 10 is your final answer. So based on this, I want you to try this number 2 on your own. Okay? Try number 2 on your own. The answer for this, it's all posted on Schoology. So try it out on your own, right? Based on my explanation here. And then if you don't understand it, then look on the notes on Schoology, okay? So I'm going to move on to this next one. Let's do this one right here. The midpoint one. So I already went over a segment addition postulate, an SAP one. Let me go over a midpoint one. So the question says, identify the midpoint of JK. JK is from start to finish, the entire line, right? And then figure out the measure of find Jm. So again, we're going to follow the same steps. We want to solve for x first, plug it into Jm, and then figure out the length of Jm, right? But before we do that, the question specifically says identify the midpoint. You can kind of guess that the midpoint is going to be is M. And you can confirm that because using these lines right here. Okay? These red lines, right? These red lines. Okay, I don't know why it's doing that. This red line and this red line, right? That means that this side, this line, right here, Jm, is congruent to this part of the line, Mk. They are exactly the same, right? If M was the midpoint, it would cut the line in half, and Jm would be exactly the same as Mk. So yeah, there you go. It's true, right? So now let's plug in our values. We know Jm is 7x plus 5. Remember, congruent is the same thing as equals, so equals Mk is 8x, so equals 8x. Let's go ahead and solve for x. We have an x on the left side right here, and we have an x on the right side. We don't need two x's here, we just need one. So I'm going to do minus 7x on both sides, minus 7x. Right? 5 comes down, 8x minus 7x is just x. Okay? But the question said find Jm, and we know that Jm is equal to 7x plus 5, right? 7x plus 5. Again, we know x is 5, so we're going to plug that in. 7 times 5 plus 5, 35. Oh my goodness. 35. Okay, you get the idea here. 35 plus 5, which is 40. Okay, so 40 should be your final answer. Okay, and I'm going to try asking you to do number 4 on your own. Segment bisector. Okay, actually, let me explain this part. Segment bisector. It's the same thing as midpoint. Okay, it just means that there's an entire line now. So the segment bisector is L, line L. Okay, and then you split up the line, and yeah, set it up the same way.